Dell and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day. Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today. On this episode of What Not to Do, brought to you by
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
I love vacations, but it's good to come home.
Is the pool overflowing?
We don't have a pool, and even if we did, it wouldn't be on the second floor.
Oh.
I told you before we left to turn off the water main.
I thought you said take down the weather vane.
We don't have one of those either.
Yeah, I was wondering why you said that. It does make more sense now.
Okay, genius, don't just stand there. Cut the main water off.
Okay, I'll go get the chainsaw.
Wait, what? No! What do we do when there's a plumbing issue?
Oh, I got this one. I'll be right back.
I said no chainsaw. Shut the water off and call Mike Scott Plumbing.
Of course, I definitely was not going for the blowtorch.
Uh-huh. The number should be etched in your memory, but just in case, 866-314-4443.
Okay, got it. 866-314-4443. On next week's episode of What Not to Do.
Really? A mariachi band?
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala!
All right, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock, 82 degrees here at the studios. Feels like 92 according to AccuWeather with the heat index factored in. And something else that's heating up is the political season. We have in the studio Don Browning. Don is a candidate for Marion County Commission District 3, and he happens to be a U.S. Navy veteran. We stand salute and thank him for that. He was elected to the city council. He's got a bunch of credentials, and I won't take away his time from his program. His program is called Bringing Common Sense Your Way, and I like the fact, Don, that you look at the news and you can give us your thoughts on what you would do if you were in the office right now. So
yeah, exactly.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate you having me here, and I really enjoy the fact that you all do this, that you have this service for the community. And the first thing I want to do is I want to give a big shout out to the paratrooper, makes 13 jumps, and what I've been doing is just, as the news comes out, I'm trying to create a judgment that the voters, the citizens can expect when Don Browning, if they elect me to the office, that they're the kind of judgment they'll see.
Yes.
All right.
We want to know what you're going to do, because bottom line is you work for us.
Exactly.
Right.
And so vets helping vets, that's something that's in the news. It's coming out.
Yes.
I know the entire community is around it, and some of these great vets. I mean, I stood on their shoulders. I went in the service in 1959, Eisenhower, and I was standing on the shoulders of this young man right here. When I was born in 1942, guess what? This guy was making parachute jumps.
Oh,
so
awesome.
how exciting is that?
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
it is to me.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. What's been in the news? The sewer plant, just kind of common, ordinary issues that pop up, pack the auditorium. Comp plans. What's a comp plan, and why do we even have them? Donna Wormser Big comp plan issue with expansion into the horse territory with
Right.
quarter-acre lots.
Right.
That I interviewed dozens of people there to get the drift, to understand it. Okay, so Don Browning's on the commission. Okay, so what is Don Browning going to say about it? Well, I went up and I talked with him, and I said, I let them know that sewer plant in the middle of Bellevue, or right on the edge of Bellevue, is an absolute no-no. We just don't do that. They say, well, it's going to be a three-sided building, this type of thing. We're going to try and contain the smell. No, there's a three-sided building, it's not going to work.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah,
And a sewer
yeah.
plant somewhere out in the boonies, okay, comp plan, that just doesn't work. All right, so the next one, and they voted it down, by the way. They get accolades. They voted it down after they heard all this. One little point that I want to make is they stay so neutral. I wouldn't stay so neutral on these things. When we have a comp plan, I'd be talking about it. If something comes in, see, Larry wants to bring in some project and it's absolutely out of the comp plan, I would say, I see that we have we've got something coming in right out of the comp plan. It's not going to fit. It's not going to fit. I'm just letting everybody know it's not going to fit. In other words, you don't have to be sitting neutral. You can advocate. You're hired by the voters.
One thing I like what you said, and I'll just interject real quickly,
Yes.
is you said, I want to understand what it is. That's everybody who's elected. We don't expect you to understand everything that comes your way, but we do expect you to do the research. And so that one thing you said meant everything to me.
It does. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Super. So we've got quarter-acre lots. Not going to fly. I mean, it just doesn't fit when the whole world comes to Ocala, the horse capital, and they're, let's say 5 acres, let's say 10 acres, let's say 15, let's say 50 acres, that type of thing. It's not a quarter-acre lot, planned unit development. So it kind of got passed 4-1. Okay, if Don Browning had been there, it'd have been at least 4-2, but they'd also heard my arguments. And I know I have my vote.
Let's hear your arguments. I want to hear your arguments.
Well, my arguments are we have a comp plan, and there's a reason why we have this comp plan. The comp plan is to keep everything sort of in balance. So the comp plan is for this agricultural area to remain an asset, within reason. We change the comp plan as it goes along. But just because something comes in through this CEP thing, this chamber, this extra governmental entity we have now, where everything is done in the dark, then it goes to the county. Well, just because it comes in that way doesn't mean that all of a sudden, wow, it has validity.
Okay.
It doesn't. It doesn't. And this one, if I'd have been there, I'd have had my vote. Somebody would have liked my vote. There was one other. And I'd had a shot at 3 others to convince them that maybe we ought to go with the comp plan.
Okay.
So that's that one.
That sounds reasonable to me.
Water. We started with water with the sewer plant. That was a water recovery situation. We've got some more water, conflict of interest. Here we go. This is about a conflict of interest and an issue with water in St. John's Water Management. It's everything in this community, water, everything, because we're drawing all of our sustenance for water out of the Floridan aquifer. Well, it just so happens, and I pulled this will be on my website. I just pulled it in because I don't want people to think I'm just thinking this stuff up. But you got to advocate these things. So there's a place called Gainesville Utilities, Kanapaha. That's just one. I just highlighted it here. Used to be 10 million gallons of sewer effluent going directly into the aquifer. Now, they might say, well, golly, that's going deep. No, it's not going deep. It's going through the superficial aquifer about 200 feet right into the top of the Florida. Really?
Oh, that's nasty.
Really?
Yeah.
And make that really, really big.
Yeah.
Really. Wow. Incredible.
That's
and
horrible.
Then it goes 800 feet down. And one of the things is, when you go on site, just go to the site. It's, I'll have it on my website, but just Google the thing. Here's one little part I just highlighted. Human exposure to active pharmaceutical ingredients. Remember now, this is sewerage, so sewerage holds all this.
Yeah.
Endocrine levels. That means what drives every organ in your body. It says the exposure to the pharmaceutical ingredients in the drinking water is below no effect concentrations because safe exposure levels are related to therapeutic doses. So what you're getting in some beta blocker or some heart medicine or whatever, as long as it doesn't exceed the level of the person it was prescribed to,
Okay.
they don't even care about the fact that you're getting it. You're getting it in the drinking water, and no, it's not going to exceed because you're only getting a diminished amount, but you shouldn't be getting that pharmaceutical at all.
At all. Absolutely, yeah. Wow.
15 million gallons shallow into our drinking water, coming down. Big conflict of interest here with the folks that are on it's the University of Florida is listed in here. Come on, they know better. And as a commissioner, here's where it comes into the campaign issue. As a commissioner, I wouldn't be able to go up there in Alachua County and stop this. But what I would be able to do is address it from the commissioner platform. I've been bringing that up for about 10 years. Used to be 10 million gallons. Now
Wow.
it's 15 million gallons.
Wow. Okay.
I know it. So
All right.
trust is a big issue. How do you trust that the water's clean?
I like that. I like what you're saying there. Yeah. Yeah. And you would be, limited to your own county as a county commissioner. And clearly this is an issue that every county should be looking at.
They do. That's exactly right. Now, I'll give you an example. Leon County sued the adjacent county $250 million for a similar situation.
Really?
It was Sprayfields, yes, and they won. Okay, so maybe we sue Alachua. I don't know. I'm not advocating this big battle, but I'm saying don't dump straight upstream from Marion County. If you want to have, our entire fortunes, you come down here and you buy a home, $500,000 home,
Yeah,
let's suppose,
yeah.
and you have these absolutely incredible, maybe you buy a ranch, and suddenly you find out that it's contaminated. Well, wait a minute, now maybe we got to filter this out. Maybe we can't use the water. Maybe we got to go deeper now, or maybe, I'm not sure what, but maybe we're harmed. And if it ever gets out that things aren't exactly right, or if we've drawn the water table down by improper taking,
Wow.
there's plenty of water. But all these things hit you in a bottom line position. They ultimately will affect. If you come down here and you retire, and it's our biggest industry, you come down here and retire and you lose your nest egg, well, Lord have mercy, where are you? I mean, that isn't something that's even tolerable.
Well, I love these visits with us, Don. They're short, but they are packed full of information, and you are obviously a thinking and an analytical man, and you're very good at articulating what your conclusions are.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm a Republican businessman, and I've had a lot of years to be successful as a Republican, sort of a minor, mini Donald Trump kind of a guy, funding my entire campaign myself. I am a successful, built a great company, operated beautifully. I've had a lot of time. I'm a veteran, and it's time to bring common sense to that seat. And there are 5 people there. I can have a huge impact, or someone Don Browning quality or better.
For the listeners, if you want to share Don Browning's message, this time we spend with Don every Monday is recorded as a video. You can share it. It's on the WOCA Facebook page and the WOCA YouTube channel. So this one will be on by 2 o'clock this afternoon.
That's wonderful.
The show is called Bringing Common Sense Your Way. Don Browning, of course, running for County Commission District 3. Don, thank you. Thank you for what you're doing.
You're welcome. Go to Vote Don Browning, and you'll see it, the entire series.
VoteDonBrowning.com.
All
right.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Don.
You're welcome.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
We'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
New windows will beautify your home and bring you immediate energy savings. Renewal by Andersen of Central Florida leads the way in quality and installs the name brand homeowners trust. Visit renewalbyandersen.com for a free in-home consultation with the pros. Right now, buy 4 windows and get the 5th free.